Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Good morning, Mrs. Clarke.
Good morning, Max.
Max?
Now, what would you like?
Like what?
Yes, for breakfast. I thought perhaps bacon and eggs. You know, I was thinking about you in bed last night and I said to myself, yes, Max Ramsay is definitely a bacon and eggs man.
Mrs. Clarke, what are you doing here?
That's what I like about you, Max, a man with a sense of humour.
Mrs. Clarke's working here, Dad. She's our new housekeeper.
She was just explaining to us, Dad, how you hired her last night.
Last night? Hey, now, look, all I said was last night was, would you do a bit of cooking and cleaning for us?
Exactly. Housekeeping. Now, sit down, Danny. I hope you've washed your hands. Shane?
Mrs. Clarke.
Eileen, remember? Now, you just enjoy your bran while I get on with it.
Bran?
I'm a firm believer in bran. I will take no arguments.
Who's eating bran?
You are.
What?
Mum tried to get me to eat this stuff once. I never did.
Ah, but you see, I'm not your mother. I'm your housekeeper, and your health is very important to me. Stick out your tongue. Come on. Ah, there you are, you see. In no time at all, I'll have you as regular as clockwork.
Mrs. Clarke.
Eileen.
Eileen, look. I think we got our wires crossed a bit about last night. I never expected you to get up to Sparrows and cook breakfast for us.
Oh, well, nonsense. It's my pleasure. Oh, no, look, come along, Danny. If we don't eat our bran, we don't get our bacon and eggs.
Dad?
Yeah, OK. Mrs. Clarke.
Eileen.
Please. Listen, you just said you want us to start the way we're going to carry on. Now, I agree, absolutely. Forget about last night.
I see. It would appear that I've underestimated you, Mr. Ramsay. I thought you were a man of your word.
I know, hold on. No one accuses Max Ramsay of going back on his word.
I see that if you're not going back on your word, what is it you want me to forget about last night?
Go on, Dad.
Shut up. She's right, but I did ask her to housekeep, so she's housekeeping.
Good. There we are, then. One big, happy family. Oh, now come along, Danny. Eat your bran. Come on. Here comes the choo-choo. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo.
Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning, Daphne. The music didn't wake you up, did it?
No, not at all. Can hardly hear it in my room. Oh, lovely fresh toast.
Actually, Daphne, that's my toast.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I thought it was my bread.
It's our bread, but it's my toast.
I see. Now, look here, Sarah. If you really want to play the old game of tit for tat, then you've met your match. For instance, that is my orange juice you're drinking. I paid for it. It did not come out of the housekeeping money. Now, around here, it's one for all and all for one. For your own sake, you better not change it.
Look, I'm sorry, Daphne. The music did wake you up, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Well, see, no wonder you're in a bad mood.
I am not in a bad mood.
Well, tired, then. If I had to do what you had to do at night, I'd be furious if someone played music and woke me up.
Good morning. Bathroom's free.
Oh, great. I'm really sorry, Daphne.
What's up?
Nothing. Scrambled eggs okay?
Yeah, sure. Great. Oh, I didn't know you worked last night.
No, I didn't. I was on a date.
Date with Shane?
No, not with Shane, stupid. There are more pebbles on the beach than him.
Yeah. Good thing is you don't go out with that many other guys, do you?
No, that's why I've decided to go out with this new guy. I've been mooning around over Shane long enough. He's running around with other girls. I've decided to go out with other guys.
Who is he?
Ah, he's not bad looking. He's great company. And he's loaded. In fact, Father Barry couldn't keep the centre running without him.
Hello.
Hello, Des. It's Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Listen, Dad's got a bit of a problem here with his balancing, and Gran's using the car. So, do you think you could give me a lift to work today?
Oh, sure, that's okay.
Oh, thank you. And, Des, do you think you could give me a lift home from work today?
Oh, how are you off for socks and underwear? Nah, no worries.
Thanks, Des. You're sweet. Listen, How's Sarah settling in?
Julie?
Great. Everything's fine.
Oh, good, that's good. Well, all right, I'll catch up with you in, what, 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right then. Bye-bye, Des.
See you, Julie.
See ya. Dear Des, such a sweetie, isn't he? It's a shame all those women have let him down. At 3, imagine that. No, they'll never do better in life.
There were 4, counting you, remember?
Oh, no, Gran, what Des and I had was just friendship. Love's a different thing.
She's right, you know. Love is quite different. I mean, friendship's one thing, but love, well, that's something else.
Are you talking about Julie, or you, or me?
Well, one way or another, all three of us, I suppose. Well, this isn't getting the work done.
Yoo-hoo, Helen! Oh, hello, Jim. I thought you'd be off to work. Helen, I don't want you to think I'm going to make a habit of this. Could you please lend me 4 eggs and some flour?
4 eggs, of course.
Yes. Well, it's my first day, you see, and Max and the boys polished everything off for breakfast.
Max and the boys?
Oh, thought you two had gone.
We wanted to have a word with you, Dad.
Right?
About our new housekeeper.
Where is she?
Next door. Dad, what made you do a thing like that?
Common sense made me do it. I mean, it's all very well for you two to get your knickers in a knot, but what this place needs a woman's touch. She got you a decent breakfast, didn't she?
All those rules and regulations? Who does she think she is, anyway? She wanted me to make my bed before I go to school this morning.
And what's so wrong with that? I mean, you've been getting into some real bad habits lately since your mother went, and not making your bed's one of them.
I noticed you haven't been making yours either, Dad.
That's different. Anyway, I give me word, made up my mind. She's here on trial, and that's that.
Trial? You didn't mention that she was on trial.
Never said she wasn't either.
How long's the trial?
A month. Anyway, clear off the both of yous. I'll talk to her as soon as she gets back. Straight from the shoulder, you know me.
Oh, hello, Jane. You still here?
Yes. Dad wanted to have a word with you, Mrs. Clarke, didn't you, Dad?
I'll speak to her later.
No time like the present, Dad. Straight from the shoulder, remember?
What is it, Max?
Yeah, well, Eileen, about...
Your month's trial, Mrs. Clarke.
There? I've done it. Oh, good one. You've taken to these new systems like a duck to water.
And it's all thanks to you, Julie, because you've made it so easy for me since I've been here.
Oh, nonsense. So listen, how's it going with Des?
You mean living in the same house?
Hmm.
Well, actually, we don't get to spend too much time together. He said he'd show me something of the town, but he hasn't quite managed to get around to it yet.
Hasn't he? Oh, leave that to me. Come here. Des, can you spare us a moment, please?
Come wrong.
Now, I know I can talk straight to you. I was wanting to show Sarah something of the town tonight, right? Obviously, 2 girls can't go out on their own. So what about you and another fella making up a foursome?
Right? That'd be fantastic, Des. Thanks, Julie.
That's all right. Come on, who can you think of? Get up and go and ask Larry.
You want to spend the night with Larry?
No, I'm not going to spend the night with Larry. Sarah can. You can escort me.
Okay. Larry,
What now?
how'd you like a wild night on the town with Julie and Sarah?
Yes.
Is this an order? Like you're fired if you don't do it?
No, it's just an invitation for a foursome for tonight.
Sorry, choir practice.
The only trouble is, you can only drink that on a picnic in the country.
You silly man. And here I was thinking it might have been a bomb. Come on in.
Well, how about it? You have 10 minutes to drop whatever it was you were doing and get in the car for a picnic.
I just can't, Douglas.
Of course you can. Oh, I see. You're painting.
Yes, and I'd like to get it finished.
All right, let me ask you one question. In 500 years' time, when this is a collector's piece, what difference will it make to you that you took time off to crack a bottle of champagne with a man who really enjoys your company?
You said I had 10 minutes to get into the car.
I did.
Make it 5. If anyone had told me that day you came into the bank that I'd be sitting here drinking champagne with you.
I could have told you that. I saw you with your paintings, and I said to myself, Douglas, old boy, That woman would love to drop everything and have a champagne picnic with you. Cheers, Helen.
Cheers. Do you do this often?
No. Not since my wife died. As a matter of fact, you're the first woman I've been out with since I lost her. Were you happily married too?
Yes, very. Do you have any children?
No. We both desperately wanted children, but she couldn't have them. We thought of adoption, but...
No. Children are a blessing.
Jim's fours seem to be a good bunch.
Yes, they are. But there are times when I could kill for a bit of peace and quiet.
I can't tell you how much meeting you has meant to me, Helen. I'm very aware how special you are to Jim and the whole Robinson family. But you're also very special to me.
Thank you.
Doors open.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
I saw you come home.
Yeah, I've been out and about.
How did the dinner go with Charles?
Oh, we're not going to start on that again, are we?
I'm sorry for the way I spoke to you yesterday. It's just that we're friends.
Yes.
And friends should tell each other the truth.
And come on, get it off your chest, whatever it is.
You think Charles is such a great guy, everyone does, but I know him. Better than most people, he's dangerous.
Oh, that's funny. Father Barry and a few dozen other respectable people think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, of course they do. That's the way he wants them to see him. I know a few dozen others who'd like to see him dead. Some already are because of him.
Oh, I see. A sort of a crime boss, is he?
Almost.
Terry, what did he do to you? Kick you out?
I walked. Daphne, he was the one that broke in here and messed up the place.
I thought Gordon organised that.
Gordon's in prison. Charles did it to frighten me.
And what about the bob at the wedding? Did he arrange that as well?
Charles was trying to tell me that he wouldn't waste any time on getting the...
On getting what?
On getting even.
Charles? Oh, Terry, I don't believe you.
Daphne, he threatened to kill me.
Terry, stop it.
I'm not lying.
Well, if you're telling the truth, why didn't you go to the police?
I can't. I can't do that. Daphne, please believe me. He's dangerous.
Oh, come and sit down. Now listen to me. I don't know what's bugging you, but you'd better stop all this rubbish before it gets out of hand.
It's the truth.
You keep saying we're friends. Well, trust me. If there's something you're not saying, tell me.
I can't.
Have you realised you made a mistake in marrying Paul?
No, I love Paul.
Well, then what's it got to do with Charles Durham? If I was you, I'd concentrate on my marriage and stop lashing out at innocent people.
Innocent? You haven't heard a word I've said, have you? Well, just do me a favour. The next time you see Charles Durham, you ask him what it is I've got on him that he's threatening to kill me for. Ask him and then look at his face.
Oh, you've got a deal. I'll ask him tonight.
What?
He's having dinner here with me. Just the two of us.
Oh, hi, beautiful.
Hi, Shane. I hear you've been roped in to make up the foursome tonight.
Yeah. Oh, you know what Des is like once he starts his pleading. You working tonight?
No, I'm dining at home with a friend.
Friend? Who is it?
Oh, I don't think you know him.
Gee, that smells great. Listen, who is this guy anyway?
Hey, Shane. Thanks for helping out tonight, mate. You know what Julie's like when she makes up her mind to go out.
Yeah. Daphne was just telling me that she's entertaining this guy to dinner tonight.
Oh, right. Very hush-hush. Do you want us to phone you before we come home?
No, thanks, Des. I don't think it's necessary.
Hey, are you all right? You've been real quiet since we got home.
Yoo-hoo. Anyone home?
Hey, Julie.
Oh, hi. Hi, Shane. You smell very nice. I might say. Des, listen, I just heard about your mother.
What about her?
Keeping house for the Ramsays.
No, since when?
Since the crack of dawn, mate. It was Dad's idea. We had a big talk about it this morning, and he's given her a month's trial.
Hello. I thought I heard your voice, Julie.
Hello, Sarah.
Oh, hello, Shane.
Hi, Sarah.
Well, are we ready to go?
Oh, yeah, sure. See you later, Daph, and good luck.
Good night, Des. You four have a good time, okay?
Oh, we will, I'm sure.
Gee, You look nice, Julie. Oh, thank you, Sarah. So do you. Night, Daphne.
Night, Julie.
You're not getting serious about this guy, are you?
You're not jealous?
Of course I'm not. Why should I be?
Oh, no reason at all.
Shane, come on.
Yeah, coming. Well, whoever he is, Daphne, I hope he's good enough for you.
Good night, Shane.
Oh, this Des Clarke certainly seems like a lucky young man, sharing with 2 girls.
Well, I think it's the girls who are lucky to be sharing with Des. He's such a nice guy.
And the girl who just got married, what was her name? Terry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, well, I think I could handle a setup like this. 2 girls, 1 guy. It'd be fun.
Oh, that's funny. I always thought of you as more of a staid sort of a man.
Well, it just goes to show how appearances can be deceptive.
Oh, yes, I guess they can. A couple of us were talking about that sort of thing only today. The girl has just got married, as a matter of fact. Well, to meet her, she's Miss Cool. You know, full of wisecracks, all that sort of thing. But underneath, she's worried sick about something and she just won't talk about it.
Poor kid.
My belief is that she's being hounded day and night by some nutcase.
Nutcase?
He sent a wreath to her on her wedding day. Can you imagine how sick he must be?
Well, it could have been her husband that sent it, couldn't it?
Her husband? Paul?
No. Didn't you tell me last night that her first husband was inside?
I must have done. Well, I suppose it is him. He must be a real sicko.
Look, can we stop talking about sickos?
Oh, I'm sorry, Charles. How's the soup?
Needs more salt. I'm not keeping you up, I hope.
I'm sorry. I've had a few late nights recently.
You should be used to it in your business.
Would you like some more coffee before you go?
Daphne, let's leave more coffee till later, shall we? Come here. I mean, the night's still young. We're all alone. We could have some fun together. Come on.
I don't think so.
And don't play hard to get, Daphne. I don't like it.
Tough, Charles. I invited you around here for dinner. That's what you've had, and that's all there is.
Okay, so what have you got going on? What, some sort of fantasy, is it? Do you want me to tell you how attractive you are? Do you know it's been years since I've had to pay for it, or what the hell?
Get out!
You don't mean that, do you?
The neighbours are home. If I start screaming, they'll be here in 5 seconds.
You're making a big mistake.
Oh? Why?
Because no one treats me like that. No one.
There's a first time for everything. Goodbye, Charles.
Pity about the face.
Hi, Jim. Sorry to bother you like this.
What's up?
I've been trying to ring Terry and she's not answering.
Ah, of course she's not. Terry!
She's here.
Been here about half an hour. She's just putting Lucy to bed.
Hi. Oh, hi. I've been trying to ring you.
So why don't you two have a chat and I'll put the kettle on.
Thanks. I want to apologise. You were right about him.
Oh, Daphne, thanks for telling me.
Oh, he slipped up during the meal. He said I told him all about Gordon and I'd never mentioned Gordon to him.
Kettle's on. Why don't you sit down? Sit down. So tell me, how did the romantic evening go?
Romantic evening?
I didn't tell him, I promise.
No, I heard it from an independent gossip.
Well, you can pass on the word that it wasn't the least bit romantic and there won't be another night like it.
Oh.
At least I hope
Hello.
not.
Sorry I'm late. But the most ridiculous thing happened. We went on this picnic, and Douglas hired a little motorboat, and he took me out to a tiny island in the middle of the lake, and the engine failed, and we've been sitting out there waiting for someone to rescue us all the afternoon. I haven't had so much fun in years. Put the kettle on while I change my shoes, and I'll tell you all about it.
The kettle's on.
Good.
At least you ran out of petrol with the right guy.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, morning, Joy. Wasn't it a great night last night?
It was wonderful.
Des? Head office on the phone. All right.
You know, I was just saying to Des on the way to work that him and Shane were perfect gentlemen last night.
Sounds like a real rage.
You don't have to go raging to have a good time, Larry.
Sarah's right, Larry. You should have come along. You might have learned something.
Julie, can I talk to you?
Oh, sure.
Over here. Julie, I've got some bad news.
Good news.
There's been an accident.